Cus, he died in November of '85 at 77 years old. And I think you said you were in Brooklyn or you were in one of the boroughs in New York. How did you get word of Cus' passing?
I was in Brooklyn and my manager, Jim Jacobs, had called me at the time and said, Cus has passed. And I had to go up there and see him right before he was dying. And then I talked to him and I was thinking, I'm not gonna fight no more if you die. He said, you better fight. If you don't fight, I'm gonna come back and haunt you.
He said that?
Yeah.
He said, you ain't gonna waste all the work I put into you.
If you don't fight, I'll come back and haunt you.
And you were a pallbearer at his funeral.
Yes.
And you know, I remember you talking about how empty you felt, man, and just how you felt lost. Like, how did you pivot from that and keep the mission going?
Psychological teachings of Cus D'Amato, that if the show must go on, there's nothing matters. This is life, this is life. Life's only purpose is to prepare you for death. So all of this prepares us for death. Your fight, your adversity, losing people, losing my daughter, losing my friend, all of that prepares us for death. That's what life's only purpose is, to prepare us for death.
I read another quote from Cus. He said, a boy comes to me with a spark of interest. I feed that spark and it becomes a flame. I feed that flame and it becomes a fire. I feed the fire and it becomes a roaring blaze. You remember him saying that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You sound like the kid he was talking about.
Yeah, I was.
Go ahead.
I'm getting ready to cry.
That's all right, man. This man, Cus is, man, it's that serious, man. I know that, I don't know if this was right, but Cus introduced you to Don?
No.
There's reports out there where he,
No,
right
that's
before
not
you
true.
turned pro. Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Not true.
Yeah. When did he come in the picture?
86 perhaps?
Yeah.
When I beat all his fighters.
Yeah. Yeah, so when you fought, let me ask this, whose idea was it initially to plant that seed to say you're gonna be the youngest
Cus.
heavyweight champ? So that was Cus.
I was 13.
At 13 years old?
200 pounds at 13, solid muscle. I've been in institutions all my life, lifting weights, fighting, stabbing. Listen, it's just crazy. So I look like a man.
But he saw it.
Yeah.
And that came to fruition on November 22nd.
Because I believed it as well. It doesn't matter who say it unless you believe it.
What was that, 85? You fought Trevor Burton?
86.
86?
Yes.
I just remember I didn't watch the fight live, I was just a kid, but when I did finally watch it, man, you seemed like you had supreme confidence, man. That face-off, getting the referee's instructions, man, you look locked in for that fight. What were you feeling being that young on that kind of stage?
But this is my moment to shine. This is it, everything that was taught by Cus. This is the moment.
All I remember, man, was that man with them big, long black socks, man, flopping around the ring and just can't control his legs and you just, man, you look like a lion, man.
I don't know. I just life is, I think I was born so destitute because God knew this was gonna happen. That I was gonna receive everything.
Didn't Ali say something to you? Because he had embarrassed Ali.
Yeah, Larry Holmes, I'm Berwick too, but Larry Holmes, 1980, October 2nd, Larry Holmes beat Ali. And Ali and Cus were talking on the phone the next day. The next morning they were talking. And he said, I got a 15-year-old black kid gonna be champion of the world. Talk to me, his name is Mike Tyson. And I said, when I get big, I'm gonna revenge you. He didn't really listen.
But he fought Trevor Burton too.
I got both of them for him.
Right before you went out, he said, man, get him back, get him for me.
Yeah. He did, no, he said, that's Larry Holmes fight, he said, get him for me.
Okay.